everybody, I am Dr. Priya Premlatha, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of History, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. In today's module, we will be discussing on United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization. Learning objectives. The present class would enable the students to understand the term United Nations Organization and its evolution. The students would acquire a knowledge on the various organs of United Nations and its functions. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the students would be able to learn the evolution of UNO, acquire knowledge on its important organs and its functions. Introduction. The United Nations Organization, also called as United Nations or UN, is an intergovernmental organization that maintains peace and security in the world. It also develops a friendly relations among its member countries and stress for the international cooperation. Next, we have evolution of UNO. The main cause for the origin of UNO was the destructions and the loss of lives brought by the two world wars. The end of the Second World War in 1945 made the world countries to join together and form this organization. The second cause for the origin of UNO was the failure of League of Nations. The setting up of League of Nations after the First World War to prevent future wars ended in a failure. The League could not stop its member nations from attacking others as it did not have its own army, and the members like Japan and Italy withdrew its membership when they were questioned. The League's failure made the world leaders to create a strong and a united organization for a better world. The third cause was the signing of Atlantic Charter of 1941. The Atlantic Charter of 1941 holds a unique place in the history of mankind as the two leaders, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the President of United States of America, and Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, signed this charter in 1941. The charter assured the principle of sovereign equality and the right of self-determination of all states after the Second World War. Following the Atlantic Charter, many more meetings were held at regular interval amidst the war. On 25th April 1945, after the end of Second World War, 50 nations, including Russia, signed the UN Charter on 26 June 1945. Accordingly, the United Nations Organization came into effect on 25th October 1945, which is observed as UN Day. At present, there are 193 countries member of this United Nations Organization. These are the pictures of the First World War, and we have Franklin D. Roosevelt and Winston Churchill during the signature of the Atlantic Charter of 1941. Next, we have the aims of United Nations Organization. The first and the foremost aim of United Nations is to promote international peace and security to its member nations. It tries to solve all her international problems peacefully. Third, it tries to promote international cooperation in solving the major issues of the member countries. Fourth, it tries to provide sovereign equality to all its member countries. Finally, it aims to prevent wars in the world at any cost. Organs of United Nations. There are 6 organs that work for the smooth functioning of UNO, namely the General Assembly, followed by the Security Council, followed by the Economic and Social Council. Fourth, we have the Trusteeship Council. Fifth, we have the International Court of Justice, and finally the Secretariat. Let's discuss the functions of each organ in detail. The General Assembly. The General Assembly is a prime organization of the United Nations that consists of all its members. The members enjoy one vote on major decision making in the Assembly. The member nations are provided with sovereign equality and they take part in all the major important discussions. They also appoint the Secretary General of United Nations and the members of other organs. Second, we have the Security Council. Security Council is the executive wing of UNO, which has 15 members in it. There are 2 kinds of members. The first, the permanent members, who are 5 in number and they enjoy veto power. The second, we have the non-permanent members who are 10 in number. The permanent members are the countries like United States of America, USSR, Russia. Third, we have United Kingdom or the Great Britain. Fourth, we have France. And fifth, we have China, the Republic of China. So these are the 5 major countries or the permanent members that enjoy veto power and take major discussions and decisions on regards of security of the entire world. The non-permanent members, on the other hand, they serve for 2 years and they also enjoy voting rights. But the permanent members can nullify it through their veto powers. The main function of Security Council is to maintain international peace, oppose aggression of any country on its member country, and maintain a military staff council by having UN peacekeeping force. The third organ in United Nations is Economic and Social Council. The members of the Economic and Social Council are elected by the General Assembly members for 3 years, and 1/3 of its members retire every year. The members meet twice a year and take decisions on majority of votes. They deal on matters related to international economics, social, cultural, educational and health issues. They also execute their programs through many non-governmental organizations. The fourth organ of UN is the Trusteeship Council. The members of this organ takes care of the colonial countries that were placed as mandates on the League of Nations. The end of League of Nations made the members to administer the trust territories under their control and fulfill all their grievances related to social, political, economic, education, and so on. The fifth organ of United Nations is the International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice is a judicial organ that consists of 15 judges who enjoy the term of office for 9 years. These judges or the court, they solve the international disputes, treaties and conventions through peaceful method. The organ has separate president, vice president and other members who decide through the majority of votes. The headquarters of this International Court of Justice is located in The Hague in Netherlands. The sixth organ of the United Nations is the Secretariat. The Secretariat has a Secretary General who is elected by the General Assembly. He is the Chief Administrative Officer of UNO who takes the office, and this Secretariat maintains separate records and departments of all the organs of United Nations. These are the 6 major organs of United Nations organization. Apart from this, there are specialized agencies of United Nations organization. They are UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization that takes care of the education, culture of different people of the world, followed by International Labour Organization that works for the benefit of laborers around the world, World Health Organization who takes care of the entire world and gives importance to their progress in health and any disease. We also have International Monetary Fund that lends money to the weak countries by the big powers. Last, there is Food and Agriculture Organization that enables to check the availability of food to all the people irrespective of color, caste, creed and so on. Conclusion. As a note of conclusion, UNO is the world organization that has initiated to prevent war and maintain peace in the world. In the 70 years, no doubt it has been rendering humanitarian services globally that has connected many of us as a single family. Hope you enjoyed today's learning. Thank you.